How is it going, you lovely lot? Welcome back to the channel. It's Park to Prem. It's Tuesday. There was no video yesterday, and in fact, for me, there's been no video for like the last 10 days. That might sound weird to you. I've been away on holiday. I mentioned it a few episodes ago. I've come back and, well, it's Monday night. You guys want a video today on Tuesday. So having just landed, we're recording a video. Now, I will apologise in advance. I have only played 2 games since last episode. I played those games, got sick, as you guys may have heard at the end of the most recent video on Friday. And while having come back from holiday, we've got Arsenal and Atletico to play. Not the easiest games. If we want to be the real deal, we really need to win those ones. We've played 2 games, as already mentioned. 2 wins, 2 big wins as well. We should say that right here and now. The first, Liverpool. Yeah, we beat them in the Champions League. The old enemy, I say the old enemy, is that they're a new enemy as of the last few seasons, but we're not the best of friends. I wish I could recount this game in detail for you. Karim Konate scored in the 88th minute. You'll have to forgive me. It happened like 2 weeks ago for me. I'm fully aware we've not run the intro yet. Let's just watch the highlights of this game. I need to get back in the swing of things. I don't know about anyone else, and I don't know if you can relate to this. I don't often have long breaks from doing videos, so 10 days is a very, very long time. You know, if you ever have time off over Christmas, you're maybe out the office, if you've ever had an office job and you come back and it all feels alien and, well, you're out of routine. That's how I feel right now. This is how we scored, apparently in the 88th minute. Konate got it. Yeah, 2-1. Big win. And in fact, the other game that I played before I went away was against Everton. 2-1 win in this one as well. Great to get revenge against Everton. Of course, they knocked us out at the EFL Cup. Konate got another goal. He got man of the match in this game as well. The 30-year-old with 105 caps for the Ivory Coast. He's done bloody well so far, hasn't he? 2 goals in 5 Premier League games. Not looking like a bad bit of business on a free. Oh my word. I've forgotten how to talk while I've been gone. Now, today's episode, I will say, is going to be a little on the shorter side, just with 2 games and limited time to get things done. We're going to jump straight into it after the intro. 2 games away. Let's see if we can get 2 wins as well. Today, by the way, is episode number 95 of Park to Prem. I appreciate the support while I've been away. It's a bit weird. I do loads and loads of videos ahead of time when I know I'm going on holiday, so I kind of work my arse off. It felt very weird to have 10 days away, but I did keep up to date with the comment section. I'm really sorry I didn't sign Guerrero, okay? Please forgive me. I need you guys to know I am upset about this as well. I'm upset that our former boy now plays for Man City, and I'm more annoyed about the fact they got him for only £64 million. There were some people suggesting that I shouldn't have got Chelik, and instead I should have got Guerrero. I don't agree with that. I love both of them equally, but when you look at the polygons, there is no comparison. Another little thing I did see in the comment section was the fact that we have a new hot prospect. A few of you spotted this, Justin Swainston. I did talk about him when we signed him at the start of the summer just gone. We picked him up, you might remember, from Exeter for £575,000. A player who generated at Exeter, and immediately they started using him in League One. Last year he was playing in League Two. At the moment he's training with our under-21s and developing nicely. This guy has a big future in the team. Already capped at under-19 level for England. Quite excited about him. So the first game of today's episode is going to be against Arsenal, away from home for us. Elsewhere, Man City are taking on West Brom. That's a game to keep an eye on. Liverpool are taking on Newcastle. And crucially, Chelsea have already beaten Leeds United. Chelsea are top of the league right now. Chelsea in this save game have not been competing near the top in a little while. Last year they finished 6th. This year, they've kind of emerged from nowhere. Right now, they are 3 points ahead of us, but they have played 2 games more. A win here is crucial. We need to get it. Arsenal, slow start for the season with them in 6th. Their media prediction of 3rd reflects the fact they are a bloody good team. And away from home, it's not going to be easy. Now, I'm a bit conflicted when it comes to team selection for today's game, because I don't know if you ever have a long break away from a Football Manager save game and come back and feel like you need to get caught up. Feeling a little bit of that now. Obviously, with the way I do content and stuff, usually I'm playing Football Manager at least once every 2 days. It's very rare that I go more than 3 days without opening the game. I'm looking at things here, looking at the ratings for the last 5 games, thinking, there's a few players here like Sam Fay that have not been at the races. Like, should I be dropping them? But because I can't remember why they were playing badly or the context around it, I feel like that would be Harsh. I'm going to just criticise Faye here. Maybe he'll score a hat-trick now I've criticised him. In terms of team selection news, though, there is no one injured. There is no one unavailable. Misiak is coming back from injury, but a fitness test not required for today's game. He can start. He can play. And when you look at the team, it is just the full strength 11. I don't know if you can tell, I'm very full of beans today. I feel like there's an excitement to play some Football Manager, having not played in a little while. It's also probably just to do with the fact I'm a little bit sleep deprived. I've been flying in today from my holiday. It's 9 p.m. now. I've not had the longest day of travelling. But you know when you kind of slightly delusional tired. I feel like that's where I'm at mentally right now. I am going to crash and burn. I'm going to hope it's after I hit stop record after the second game of today's episode. Okay, Arsenal here playing at a 4-4-2. They've been very slow to start the year, but they have been sticking with this 4-4-2. Cho is a very, very good forward that we've got to be wary of when it comes to their attack. When it comes to our attack, I'm sure Celik is the man they are terrified of. He has been in some fine form. He lays it inside to Lee Min. He lays it to Misiak. And, well, Misiak by name missed the target by nature. It did actually deflect for a corner. So I shouldn't blame him too much. Lee Min is over it. Another chance here, perhaps, although Ramsdale confidently collects. Match momentum in this game has been in our favour to start things, but Arsenal now with a set piece that Haddad is going to have to pluck out the air. The power of the green headband has compelled him there to grab the ball with confidence, and now he's going to throw it out to Huari, who's maybe going to get something going down this left-hand side. Lee Min inside to Celik, forward to Misiak. There is a free-flowing attack. I've forgotten how to talk while I've been away, apparently. And Rojas, well, he's forgotten how to stay onside. He was offside there. Wouldn't have counted even if he had hit the target. Okay, ball lumped long by Haddad. No one is under it. Saliba nods it out to Fresneda. That's probably not how you say his name, but we're going to go with it. Anderson reads it nicely in the middle. We give it straight back to Holes. Martinelli wins the ball away. Sneddon in no man's land. Came out for the ball. Did not get it. And the former Arsenal man was caught all out of shape. I'm now going to hope that the linesman bails us out here and that VAR is going to give this offside. It looked onside at first viewing, and I can confirm it is going to count. Sneddon Dexter, the former Arsenal man, he was in the media kind of team of the year last year in the Premier League, silencing some doubters. Maybe those doubters are going to be coming out from the woodwork, because that there, to kind of press like he did, to try and close down Martinelli, and then to not intercept the pass either, not what you want to see your centre-back doing, is it? But let's not overreact. You know, it's the 25th minute. We come back. We've come back a lot already this season. I remember that. It might have been a little while ago, but I know we have comebacks in this team. And it is the elusive kickoff highlight. Sneddon gives it to Ken Ichikawa. Now played forward. Crunching tackle comes in on Misiak. If Arsenal get another, that would be somewhat disastrous, wouldn't it? Pedro Enrique wide to Martinelli. Already has one assist. Now bearing down on Sneddon, who needs to do some defending here. Running back towards goal. Huari clears it as it goes across the line, but it's still in a dangerous area. And oh my word, Arsenal probably should have had a second there. Corner, Lee Min, whipping it towards the back post. Saka heads it half away. Rojas keeps it alive though. The Costa Rican trying to get the ball into the box, or maybe he's going to go on his own in the box. That would have been a redonkulous goal, but he missed the target. Saka, corner, whipped back post, headed goalwards, half cleared away. Saliba back to goal. Forgets the ball exists, and now maybe there's a counter-attack. I don't know what happened there. I thought a penalty was going to be given. We've got the ball. We're on the attack. Sam Fay tries to pick out Bolton, who doesn't get there. Anderson has to work hard to win the ball back. It's now with Ichikawa playing it forward. Sam Fay, options in the middle. Rojas is there. He's kicked it straight to the goalkeeper. I don't know what I'm witnessing. I don't want to say Rojas has been wasteful today. He's been wasteful today, hasn't he? Has he been on holiday? He looks a bit jaded. He looks in need of a rest. He looks like he doesn't know how to play football, which is somewhat concerning because he is one of our better attackers. Celik, options in the middle. There were options. Doesn't matter. He's offside. 10 minutes left of the half. You know what? Encouragement needed. Come on, lads. Look at that. Green, happy, smiley faces along the bottom. Now show me a highlight or something. It's half-time, it's 1-0. I'm not going to throw a water bottle yet, but I am going to just tell the players I'm not happy. Look, lads, I've been away, I've had a lovely time, and now you're ruining it for me, and I'm not happy. Statistically, by the way, in that first half, we were definitely the better team. We created significantly more. Arsenal obviously took the one chance that came their way. We just need to take the chances that we were creating. Lee Min created a few in the first. Could he create another one here? Not with a ball like that. Gives it straight to Ramsdale very kindly, who's now potentially going to look to build out from the back for Arsenal. Arsenal do like to play this 4-4-2. I feel like it is a little bit susceptible to pressing and potentially turning over the ball when they play through the middle. Our shape, I think, matches up quite nicely against them. And while we have managed to win the ball back, now can we make something happen going forward? It's Lehman again, whipping it to Sanfei, who has his shot tipped onto the woodwork and out for a corner. That was a mad stop. The ball by Lee Min, by the way, on his weaker foot was just silly, to be honest. We do still have a corner. We've been okay from these. This one half cleared. Sanfei puts it back in a dangerous area. There's some volleyball going on in the box. Bolton, Chelik, is he onside? He's not onside. We've been offside a lot today. Okay, well, we are immediately into another highlight. If you thought there was going to be a little bit of a break, absolutely not. The highlight begins with Ramsdale taking the resulting free kick. Arsenal now with the ball, knocking it around the back with a little bit of confidence here. Fresneda inside to Pedro Enrique. This would be not the worst game in the world to lose in the sense that Arsenal are a good team, but given the fact they've been struggling, I was hoping they were going to be vulnerable here, you know, lacking a little bit of confidence. Instead, they've looked pretty good at weathering the storm, at least initially. We've definitely looked far from at our best. Very tempted to make early changes, in all honesty. Maybe we'll have to react even more abruptly should they score here. Martinelli got an assist earlier, now he has a goal. I really thought I'd missed Football Manager. Really thought I'd missed it. I don't know if I have. It's just painful, isn't it, this game? It's just not fun sometimes. Just not fun. Okay, we are going to make some changes. Rojas has been poor. I'm going to bring in Kanate. Bigged him up because he has been doing a hell of a lot. Going to bring him on. Misiak was lacking match sharpness. I'm going to bring in Chelik as an attacking midfielder and just drop him that little bit deeper. He's not had the best of games today, but he is just comfortably one of the best players in, well, Rugby Town colours at the football club. So he has to stay on here. Faye's been playing well, but obviously has not been sensational in terms of actually finishing anything. So I think we have to keep him on. Lee Min, unsurprisingly, 7.4 rating. He has been top dog so far. I am going to make one further change. Alex is going to come on at right back. This guy, the 19-year-old, developing really, really nicely. Signed him as a bit of a luxury signing in the summer. Going to give him some game time here. Triple change made after 15 minutes, having got a second goal down. There is no messing around here. We are going to try and make something happen and, well, hopefully show some signs of life. Bizarrely, this is one of those games where I think you could say we've just got unlucky thus far. But then again, if you don't score, you can't win a game of football. So then are you really unlucky? Our strikers, though, have not been at the races. But 2 new strikers on the pitch. Maybe they will change our fortunes. Or maybe Martinelli's going to keep on doing Martinelli things. He's played it through to Cho here, who shoots, and Haddad makes a sensational stop. Okay, well, we've not really seen anything change since I made subs. You know, I thought bringing in Kanate, bringing in Oreco, that would give us a bit more life, I suppose. We've not really created as much in this second half, sadly. That second goal just seems to have hit us for 6. Cho cutting inside, dancing goalwards. That shot, not a million miles away. Okay, Sanfei not playing well. Gilliland, I don't know why I'm bringing you on, mate. I keep bringing you on and expecting magic to happen, and occasionally it happens. I'm going to give the 19-year-old more game time. He's unhappy at the moment because he wants a bigger contract and he now thinks he's a first-team player. He's contracted for the next 5 years already. He can jog on. I do also have one more sub still. I'm going to bring in Riviere for Mark Anderson. I am going to have to change things up, I think, a little bit here. I'm actually going to move our 2 centre mids forward. Riviere, advanced playmaker on support. Ken, just play as a centre mid on defend. We'll try and make something happen here. We've got 20 minutes to try and turn around this game. When you look at the match momentum, you can't help but feel like that first goal, that bit of a gut punch, just knocked the wind out of our sails, having started the game brightly. And since then, Arsenal, as the home team, to be frank, they've just looked in control, haven't they? Holes on the right-hand side is now bringing it forward. We blocked it away. João Neves to Ortiz. He looks dangerous here, the number 10. He looks dangerous. He shoots once, he shoots twice. It's 3-0. I'm not having fun. Get me out of here. What a sad little life, Arsenal. You've really ruined my holiday. Ruined my holiday. I had such a lovely time, and now I'm in a bad mood. Well, I want to say at this point, the game's over, but I do have to keep commentating. You know, that is part of the job of being a Football Manager YouTube creator. I could just cut things here and cut to the end of the game and say nothing happened, and then You know, it might still be 3-0. But if it was 3-1 and I cut to the end, you'd be sat thinking, where's the goal? And at the moment, I'm wondering, where are the goals? Kanate shoots off target. I can already tell the commentary today, it's been a very beanie episode. I'm full of beans. Very excitable, it turns out. I'm not sure why. We've been battered there. Not going to throw a water bottle. Not going to throw. I'm just going to tell the players, words don't express how angry that's made me. I think that sums it up nicely, to be honest. With that result there, Chelsea now actually sit above us, and even if we were to win our game in hand, we'd have to win by 4 goals to potentially go above them on goals scored. Elsewhere, by the way, Liverpool are doing okay, aren't they? And Man City also have a game in hand on us. Their goal difference is plus 24, by the way. Yeah, we really needed to win this game. 12 games unbeaten until that one. You know, I don't play the game for a week and I feel like Football Manager's just punished me. Anyway, we have got one more game we're going to do today. It is Atletico Madrid. It is the Champions League. Of course, the Champions League has the stupid expanded group format where loads of teams go through. You just have to be in the best 75%, which we should be able to do. In an ideal world, I'd like us to finish in the top 8th, if possible. I know we've got some tricky games, which aren't going to make that easy. This Atleti game, not an easy one either, but a win here could put us into the top 8, and that's why it's important. Okay, game number 2 today, Atleti. We aren't doing the away day. I did it in episode number 125 of the Guernsey Park to Prem last year, so I'm sorry to away day fans. There's no away day today, but the one player I do want to show you here is the key man for Atletico Madrid. He is very, very good. In fact, if we just look at the Champions League Media Dream 11, he's actually in the team as the striker, Victor. 26 years old. He's bloody good, isn't he? He's bloody good. If you compare him with Celik, he makes Celik look like a small child. How good is this guy's actually? He's literally the best player in the save game. I know every single Football Manager save game has a player like this. He's silly, isn't he? He's great. I mean, look at the consistency of the import matches. He can play centre-back. I mean, he can't, but there's a red circle there. So he's played it at some point. Yeah, he's going to be hard to keep quiet, I fear. To be fair, his form in the Champions League hasn't been that amazing. But then again, has our form in the Champions League been that great? The answer's no. Now, based off last game, you might be sat thinking, Jack, surely you're going to turn your back on players like Rojas. Let you down last game, didn't score last game. I'll tell you what, maybe I'm a sucker, maybe I'm an idiot, because I'm going to do the same thing over and over again and hope for a different result. We are going to play the exact same starting 11 as the last game. I've just remembered I can have a few more players on the bench, so we'll add players on the bench. By the way, Rodriguez, almost fully fit from his injury. I say almost fully fit. He's been out for months. We need to slowly ramp him back in, but he's on the bench today. I am just looking through the ratings thinking, is there anyone I want to drop today? This might be controversial. I think I'm going to drop Rojas. I know I just said not going to change anything. No, you know what, Kanate, I trust you. You've not had enough starts yet this year to prove your worth. Let's give him a shot here. Rojas let me down, didn't he? I'm definitely someone who has favourite players, and I'll admit it, Rojas is one of my favourite players. So when he lets me down, I want to give him chance after chance after chance. There comes a point where you've got to give up on him. Today I'm giving up on him. Okay, Champions League away day. We are in Madrid. We are hoping for a good result here. Victor for them is playing out on the right wing. So thoughts and prayers, please, to Lee Min at left back today. He's going to have a task at hand. In terms of our team, here it is in all its glory. It looks like a good team on paper. I feel like Atleti are equally a very good team on paper. I think it's going to be down to who does better, Victor or Celik. Okay, well, this isn't exactly the first thing I wanted to see in this game. Atleti, highlight immediately. Okay, Victor's on the floor. I thought a penalty was going to be given. That would have been amazing. No, we've won the ball back fairly, at least according to the referee. And now Bolton laying it to Sneddon, who again didn't cover himself in glory last game, but it would almost be unfair to pick out anyone. Misiak's been picked out there. What a goal that is. Was that a Kanate assist? If it was, I'm going to claim I was a genius. Was it Kanate who put the ball in here? Was it the man I brought in? I mean, some would call it luck, you know, just a good decision. Some people would say I'm a genius. I think a broken clock is right twice a day, unless it's running too quick or too slow. On this occasion, I've made the right decision. That is a good goal. I'm going to take full credit. You can't deny me it. Sadly, they are on the attack again here. Although, to be fair, we caught Atleti on the break once already in this game. Maybe we'll catch them on the break again Here, Victor scored. Victor has scored. Was the flag up? Was the flag? I'm doing 12s. You can tell I've got too much energy. Was the flag up from the linesman there? Is this going to count? VAR's checking it. Is it a goal? Isn't it a goal? It's not a goal. Okay, breathe, everyone. Calm down. I feel like I'm saying that as much for myself as any of the players. It was so far offside. It was so far. I would be a terrible linesman. Why is every highlight them having a throw in our half? Can we have less of this, please? It's Mendes this time. Victor is somewhere on the far side. We don't put in a tackle initially. Eventually, though, we do get the ball. Atletico are really committing players forward here and leaving themselves open on the counter. Sanfei donning the captain's armband to Kanate. Not the best of through balls on this occasion to Celik, considering how sensational his pass was to Misiak for the first. That pass there was, well, bitterly disappointing. But we've got the ball back again with Wari here. He plays it to Ichikawa. Now with Sanfei. Kanate. This is nice. This is pretty. Bolton. Kanate. Little give and go. And I thought he was going to score. I thought he was going to make me look like a genius. Instead, the keeper comes to the rescue. Celik is over a corner, though. If we could get a second goal in this game, it would really help with my nerves, lads. The ball's back post. It's saved away. It falls to Faye. It's still in the box. And eventually it ends up in the keeper's hands. I mean, so far in this game, we've had 34% of the ball, but we are having all the shots in spite of our lack of possession. So much of the play for us is coming through the middle. I feel like we are kind of catching them out on the break. Bolton and Sneddon with some good little ratings, although Bolton on a yellow card, perhaps a cause for concern. And after that flurry of chances early on, it's almost half-time here. Nothing is happening. It's 1-0 at the break. I think I'm happy with it, but when you look at this XG story, nothing happened in the second half of that first half, did it? Hands on hips, it's getting very seriously. We're ahead on the scoreboard, and we certainly deserve to be, given how much we've created, so I'm pleased. More of the same, lads. I'm a little bit worried about Celik. I don't want to throw anyone under the bus. He's on a 6.7 rating. I spent, a lot of money on him. I can't even remember the amount it was. Was it 95 million? He wasn't good in the last game. Before I went away, he was amazing for us. But when you spend 95 million on a player, you want it to see magic from him in every single game. I'll tell you what, if he'd scored that, it would have been incredible. But he's missed the target. Okay, we're coming up to an hour played already. I'm going to make some subs. Kanate's picked up an injury. Of course he has. Rojas on Newcombe. Gilliland, I'm going to bring on for Sanfei. One Scott on for another. Lee Min's not at the best of games at left back. NDIA on Newcombe and Bolton. I can't risk him with a booking, can I, here? Going to bring in Alex to play right back yet again. NDIA, you've just got to try and contain Victor. Good luck, Godspeed. Saying all of that, actually, they've moved Victor to a striker around the same time we've made our changes. He's on a 6.4 rating, to be fair, so he's making Celik look very good here. There's 20 minutes left. A second goal would really help me enjoy the last few minutes of this game. We get the ball in a half-dangerous area. NDIA, Misiak scores. Is he onside? The linesman hasn't raised his flag. The referee looks certain it was off. He's already bagged one in this game. Misiak, he wasn't known for his goal scoring, I feel like, when he first joined us. He has come into his own in the last kind of 12 or so months, and he's popped up with two here. The ball went all the way through the middle. NDIA laid it inside, and Misiak was left unmarked. A little dink down the middle, and we double our lead. We really needed that. Just before we scored there, you can see Atleti were starting to get a little bit of momentum. I'd love a third now. As they go on the attack, they leave themselves open, and we are just, occasionally getting in behind. On this occasion, though, they might have a chance to do the exact same back to us. Anderson, fresh off the bench, inside to, Amri, and his shots, I think, deflected in there. Did it deflect in? I feel like it's deflected off our defender and then hit the post and gone in. I thought we were going to hit them on the counter-attack, and instead they've countered the counter. Ball was played inside here. Did this deflect? It did deflect. It's off the juicy peachy behind of Huari. If only he didn't have such a voluptuous bottom. I really am a wordsmith at times. Instead of thinking about the words I use, I should think about changing something tactically. But instead, we'll just stare in the top left. That's how we play Football Manager. We just get on the roller coaster and enjoy the ride. We don't pick our destiny. We let the game do it. Gilliland, I thought, was about to get us a win and secure our destiny. His shot is deflected away. The crossing is collected. There's 3 minutes left. We're still 2-1 up. We are not easing up in this game. NDIA throwing on the near side. A goal for us here secures the win. A goal for them secures them a point. NDIA I thought was going to make something magical happen. He already had 1 assist in this game. He forced a save out the keeper. The good news for us is it's not going to matter. We are going to win 2-1. Wouldn't say that was convincing, but you know what? Against a good Atleti team on the road, got to be happy with that. As I mentioned earlier as well, the top 8 do skip a knockout round of the Champions League. I'd love to be up there in the top 8. I know we've got some tricky games coming up, but with 9 points from 4 games played, albeit with lots of teams in and around us with games in hand, we're looking very, very good now for the knockouts, which, I don't know, given the games we've got upcoming in the Champions League, I feel like just getting to the knockouts was always the aim. Top 8 was going to be hard. Konate's only out for a couple of days, so that is fine. Misiak got man of the match with an 8.5 rating. Got to give him some praise. He is still unhappy and wanting a new contract. You might remember we rejected that offer from Liverpool. I really, really don't want to sell this man. And I talked about those upcoming Champions League games being tricky. Malmo up next are actually one of the weaker teams in the competition. We should be beating them. But beyond that, Juventus, PSG, Porto to round off the group stage. I'm glad we've got points today, put it that way. Now, in terms of when we're going to be back next time, Chelsea feels like a pretty important game, doesn't it, in our season at this point? They are a surprise package towards the top, and incidentally, we play them right after Christmas and alongside Manchester United and Tottenham. So I feel like we'll come back at the end of December for some, well, probably rather important Premier League games. Between then and now, when you look at the games we've got upcoming, we should be getting some okay results. Although, given how we played against Arsenal, nothing is a certainty. Like I mentioned earlier, it has been quite a long day for me, and I feel like the commentary has gone more off the rails than usual. I hope you've enjoyed the video regardless. I fully appreciate that for you guys. It's kind of just been normal recently. I know there was no video yesterday on Easter Monday. That was just because I ran out of time to pre-record videos before I went away a few weeks ago. Has been nice to recharge, but I'll be honest, kind of miss sitting down and recording videos. It's been good to be back today. I'm excited to get back into the swing of things. And we will be back tomorrow with normal service resuming and hopefully me slightly less sleep deprived. That would be good. If you have enjoyed today's episode, as always, do drop a like on things. We are back tomorrow with more action. Again, thank you so much for the support on the series. Crazy to see us constantly smashing 20,000 views. Really appreciate it. Let's keep it going today. Let's keep it going tomorrow. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.